Close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G, flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope.
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his fifth year at quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
First play, first throw coming for Vic. Going to be caught here, left side, Moore. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
To throw again on second down, Vic. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
Handoff left, Tomlinson. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. The Bengals at 10 and 5 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Logan Hall is there for the stop.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Tomlinson. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Burrow rolling to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago: 9 carries, 73 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Moore. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Dillon on the inside give. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
A good pickup there at 22.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Vic readies to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. It's Moore. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Hester going to decide against a return, and they will spot this at the 25. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
You're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at about the 28. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A first down throw coming for Vick. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Vick, he'll find Jones again, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Dillon up the middle, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Vick. He completes it to Jones. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Vick to throw it. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Dillon. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Second down and goal. Vick. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Burrow will throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this, we can protect this, and make sure we keep the ball.
1, 2, ready?
A give up the middle to Tomlinson. Nice his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go again to Tomlinson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Tomlinson up the middle, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Vic now. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Now here's Vic. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the Browns who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. The Browns trying to hold on and claim victory. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And that one is at halftime as they lead the visiting Eagles. DJ Chark, a touchdown catch in that first half.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And that one all even as they play the visiting Carolina Panthers.
And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
He's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just two plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Vick operating on first down. This complete to Jones. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick, but instead it's third down. Throwing, Vick. He finds Bolden. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Vick to the air again. Outright and brought in by Moore. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Vick on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie things at 17 all. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. Whatever you want.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Brian Burns, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards.
They keep looking his way, and he certainly keeps delivering. That puts him just shy of 200 yards receiving now for the game. And I've got a feeling they'll keep calling his number until the end. Got to wonder, if you're on defense and you know he's getting the ball, can't you make an adjustment?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
McPherson's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a handoff up the middle. Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Second down, Vick. The left side completion to Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, it's Tomlinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or you just come? And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. From 4 yards out. And the Bengals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Well, time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They run again with Dillon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 72 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. To throw, Vick. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 5 yards remain on second down. From the gun, Vick. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Man open, here is Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 23. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Dillon now on 1st and 10. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Dillon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Vick. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Hester going to decide against a return, and they will spot this at the 25. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll go up the gut with Tomlinson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So now the Bucs down 27-20, a little over a minute to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Vic to throw. And Bolden brings it in, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank them.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Vic. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to...
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Bengals, they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.